So what I want to do is talk to you about a couple of words. Now, I know a lot of us are in sales for ourselves. You're in direct sales companies. You're in marketing. You're working for yourself. You got your own business. You got a lot of stuff going on. So you have choice words with how you explain things to people. But my question is, are things different when you explain things to people in a way where you give them words that actually automatically mean something? Is that if you decide to notice how to use these words, you're going to have to start using these directly yourself. So I'm going to encourage you to write down a couple of these, and just by writing them down is not going to get you exactly where you want to go. It's only going to get you to start to know what they are. It's the application of them that is going to make all of the difference in your life. Now, I noticed I used the word now right there, and now I shared with you. I used the word now, and it didn't really need to be noticed, but if you go back and listen to what I just said, and I didn't write down exactly what I just said, I said something to the effect of, you're going to do something now. And then I moved on to the next sentence. So my question for you, is the now at the beginning of the last sentence or at the beginning of the next sentence? The word now, and I've talked about this in Your New Vocabulary, is very, very powerful because it's a word that actually states a set pace of time, which is now. So what I want to do about is this word for a second. The word most. Most. M-O-S-T, most. When I said most people do something, does that mean to you 20% do and 80% don't? The word most means a majority. So if I said most people do this, see, when you say the majority, you're using a word that the majority, then they'll want to know what the majority is. But immediately when you say the word most, you presuppose it means the word majority for most people. If you were to use the word most people do blank. Some of the greatest recruiters that I've met in direct sales and network marketing, typically when they go to enroll someone, they use the word most. They say, most people purchase this package. The second you say most people, you could say the majority, but the majority, they may ask you what percentage. But if you say most people do blank, they know that 2 out of 3, 1 out of 3, 70% or 80% use this. Now, how hard is it to use the word most? You could say, most people meet with me because this is happening in their life. So the power in the word most, it's very simple. You wouldn't think much of the word. It doesn't look like much when you see it on paper, just a couple of little letters. But the word most has weight behind it. That means something in the words of majority, a larger percentage. It means more than just what you say. If I say everyone I meet with does this, well, they're going to say, well, okay, that's great, but, what if I want to do different? The second you say the word most, it presupposes something in someone's brain. Word number one tonight is the word most. You have to begin, if you're marketing yourself, to understand that most people ask this question. Most people do this. Most people come into the business this way. The second you start to use this, you will know that you have now done something powerful. You have separated, them from a different group of people, and you've realized where do most people want to be. If someone says most people do this, you're probably going to want to move towards it. So I'm going to encourage you to start using that word immediately. Write it down, most. Now, so why would you want to use the word immediately? Immediately. Why would you want to tell somebody that it's immediate? Like immediate. What does immediate mean? Is there any way of messing up the word immediate? When does immediate mean? So the second I sign you up for this, immediately we can start training and you can start making money. When does the word immediate happen?
Right away.
Right now.
Right away. So why would you want to use it? You could say most people I meet immediately make the decision of what they're going to do. If I would say most people immediately make a decision, what just happened? Let's break down that sentence for a second. Most people immediately make a decision. Is there anything interesting about that sentence? Most people immediately make a decision. Is there a difference between a statement and a command? Let's talk about this. That statement and command, what did I say? What was the thing I said again? Most people, and who am I talking about right now?
Majority.
Everybody else but whom?
You. The person you're talking to.
You. Immediately, and then what are my next words?
Make a
decision.
Now, when you say make a decision, immediately make a decision, are you giving a command that they don't see? Let's break this down one more time. This is very fun, folks. Most of you are about to learn something you've never noticed that has happened to you. Has any of you ever bought infomercial products before? If you have, say yes.
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 Okay, this has happened to you. You did not know it. They were using embedded commands. What kind of commands? Embedded. Now, can you see things that are embedded in something?
No.
No, it's embedded in there. It's inside. It's like, do you see the foam inside of your mattress?
No.
It is embedded in there. It is embedded. You cannot see it. So when I say immediately make a decision, how many of you have an issue if I were to say immediately make a decision now? That's kind of pushy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, what if I were just to say most people that see this immediately make a decision now? Now, why would you want to do this, folks? What would be the benefit of this?
To get results you want to get.
See, how many of you saw that right away? Now, granted, I said it 50 times. How many of you, be honest, heard me say, make a decision, and that's all you heard? Anybody?
I made that decision because I didn't want to be in the minority. I wanted to be like most people.
So she wanted to be like everybody else, and that's how you buy things. But then, immediately after I said that, I said make a decision. So I said most people do this immediately. That's not as powerful as I said most people immediately make a decision. The second I say make a decision, I gave you a statement, most people do this. But then if I say to you immediately make a decision, I'm also then commanding that to buy now, and you don't even know what it is because you don't want to be unlike most people. So what I want all of you guys to understand tonight is there's more to there is more than the words. It is the way you use the words.